Hello, I am Andrew Young, and I am majoring in communication. Um, you know, Once I graduate and get my degree in communication, I hope that I can work in a news station one day because my hobbies are something along the lines of um, I like photography, I like getting video and footage, so I really do hope I can work at a news station one day. Anyways, I also hope that this class will give me a lot to think about when I eventually do work in the news. So, the piece of media that I chose to talk about today is the television series The Office. Um, this is, one of my favorite shows, mainly because I had watched it so much growing up, and I still watch it today. It's really a great show, um, and a lot of the characters in the show reminded me of people in real life that I actually knew, and that just made the show more memorable for me. So, the thing that I learned from kind of analyzing The Office as a piece of media is that through the use of archetypes, I think that the Office was very successful because of how relatable it was. And I think the thing that maybe shows about me um, is that, perhaps I'm interested in learning about types of people, and maybe I'm interested in learning a little bit about myself too. So that's kind of what I learned. Um, One thing that I learned from our reading, our first chapter, was that um, I was kind of treating The Office with the third person effect, as in, um, I would think that the show affected other people a lot more than I was maybe thinking about how it affects me. Um, what I mean by this is the show uses a lot of archetypes. Like you have the the guy who appeals to authority and only listens to authority, or you have the jokester guy who he's like a everyone likes him kind of guy, um, like the cool dude, or just a lot of archetypes, right? So what I found is that um, people that I knew watched the show oftentimes had a favorite character, and an example of this would be I was at work and I was cleaning some cubicles, and I saw one of the cubicles had a picture of Dwight, a character from the show, and automatically I just thought that the guy that sits in that cubicle probably is a lot like Dwight, or at least takes after him a lot if he um, put the effort to hang a picture of him up. So in that way, I think people are affected by the show. But when it comes to me, um, I never really think that I am like any of the characters in the show. Even though I watch it a lot and I'll relate to a lot of things, I never really considered um, myself to be a lot like a single character. So I think in that way, I was running into the third person effect because I was treating the perception of how other people would see the show differently than my own. So yeah. Oh, the light turned off. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. Um, my only source that I used was our reading, um, Media and Society by Richard Campbell, Jolly Jensen, Douglas Gomery, Bettina Fabos, Julie Fischetti, Oh yeah, that was the last one. Julie Frischetti, and today is January 16th. So I hope that works for a oral source. And I thank you for your time and taking the time to watch this and stuff. Yeah.